Where did my thesis begin? Good question. My thesis began actually first semester of my senior year when I started thinking about what I wanted to do for my thesis. I knew that I wanted to do something with music. Music has always been something that I've been passionate about. But I also knew that I wanted to do something with film. I took some film production classes as a junior and really loved them. And I knew that it would be a great opportunity for me to incorporate sort of these two different areas of media. And so that's sort of how the idea began. It later kind of evolved into something more specific, like an original song and a music video attached to it.
My cousin called me up. It was probably about 9:30, and this was back in January. He wanted me to write the lyrics and sing the song. We do a song production, and then at the time he said possibly a music video. So all I knew is that I was going to be a part of this thesis and I'd be in Ann Arbor a lot.
And that's how the idea was born.
The song is about basically it's a personal story. It's about turning a new leaf, going from things that you're not very proud of and becoming really the woman that God wants you to be. And I think my testimony can really help girls my age. God really put the lyrics onto the paper for me, and I just wrote them down.
I learned a lot about, I really got to know what were my creative limits and what my abilities were, things that I thought that I was good at, things that I thought that I was really good at, and things that I found out that I wasn't so good at. It was definitely a learning process. I definitely learned that whatever amount of time you think you're going to spend on it, you're going to spend about 3 times that much. Things that come up that you don't expect and you sort of have to deal with, so definitely there was a lot of learning of time management and trying to figure out when to fit things in.
A few things I've learned. First, that it's okay to make mistakes and that God never gives up on you, and that every day is a new day and you can still be a beautiful person and still make great decisions after you've made a lot of bad ones.
I learned a lot about perseverance. There were many times during the creation of the song especially where I would literally get nowhere for a week straight. I think at one point over a 2-week span I progressed the song 8 bars because I couldn't get it to sound the way that I wanted it to sound. It's like you have this idea in your head and you can't get it there, but you don't know how to get there. I really realized that probably my biggest handicap is the fact that pretty much all of my own practical knowledge of the creation of media is from my own sort of hacking away at it and trying to figure it out on my own. Probably what I needed more than anything was to just see somebody else do it, like how a professional does it. It's really hard to come up with your own methodology. How does someone else put this together? What is the process that they use? There were quite a few setbacks that I had to deal with in the making of this thesis. One problem we had was during the making of the music video, and I had some exterior shots that I had sort of planned in my head, and I was really banking on having good weather for those shots. Well, the weekend that we scheduled to have Danielle come out from Kalamazoo to do this music video was the only weekend in April that it decided that it wanted to snow.
My least favorite part was shooting the music video. It was supposed to be nice outside and it snowed and I could not feel any of my limbs. My toes and my hands were freezing. And I just wanted to get it over with. I was like, I don't even want to do the music video anymore.
Having bad weather for those shots, it was really cold. You can't really do anything about it. One of the other big setbacks I had to deal with was actually towards the end of the project. This was about 2 weeks before it was due, and I somehow managed to lose the AC adapter to my external hard drive. A new AC adapter, and it comes a week later, and plugged it in, it worked fine. 2 days later, the replacement adapter blew its fuse. I'm stuck again without access to my media. I'm in this moment of desperation of all these, terrible things are happening. I had a lot of problems with dealing with the media itself, I had to do some refilming of stuff. I think I'm probably pretty lucky considering what could have gone wrong. I had a lot of support. My cousin Danielle especially, I am very indebted to her. She is a fantastic singer, and I knew that I wanted her for this song and for this video, and she really came through in a way that I had envisioned in my mind. You know, so there's definitely that element of relief when you actually have a product that you were thinking about and that you had planned on. Another big person who supported me a lot was my girlfriend Alicia. She's probably heard the song just about as much as I have. I would be there mixing down an iteration, and I would play it over the speakers for her, and she would always just be like, "Brian, I don't know, it just sounds the same. I don't have the same ears as you do. I mean, it sounds good, but I just don't know." So that was fun. She was definitely there a lot to take the stress out of the project. When you are the sole producer, you are like the everyman. You know, there's just a lot of things that are constantly running around in your head about things that you have to do and things you have to get done. And so she was really there to sort of help calm the storm. My other cousins and my aunt and uncle and my own brother and sister, mom and dad, were there through the entire process, you know, constantly encouraging me and telling me that it was going to turn out okay. I definitely would not have been able to do this if it wasn't for all those people for, you know, supporting me, and I'm definitely grateful to each of them for everything they did. All in all, you know, I'm actually very satisfied with this product. There were times when I was worried that it was going to turn out to be something that I didn't like, or that wasn't something that I thought I was capable of, or that I really wanted. We'll cut this. He likes to rub his face against things like microphones. Yeah, can we press the stop button on that, cut it, and we'll do a new take? I think it really came a long way, and I think that I came a long way as a person. I feel like today I am tenfold a better artist than I was at the beginning of this process through everything that I learned. In the end, it was something that was worthwhile, and that it was something that, you know, I can be really proud of. I think for myself and for Danielle, more than anything, this project was an expression of faith. I hope that no matter what I do with my life or where I take my talent, that all of my efforts are always an expression of who I am and what I believe. And I really feel like this project sort of accomplished that, you know, and I think, if nothing else, for that reason, I would call this project successful.